So Piers, somebody said that if you were to go to everything that's on this week, it would take 3 months to sift through that much content. How do you work out what to go to, what not to go to?
The last time I really was in Cannes a lot was for the film festival with The Sun, in the days when newspapers, and The Sun in particular, were completely dominant on the landscape of the media. Now, very, very different. The form of communicating the journalism is dying out, but the actual quality of the journalism has been dragged kicking and screaming, I think, into the next century.
What does that say about business models for journalism, do you think?
Very straightforward. People don't want to pay for it. And it's, in the music industry, you've seen them decimated by that thinking.
The other kind of rock stars down here are Vice.
Yeah.
And I was talking to Shane earlier in the week. He's got a very different model for how he produces journalism, and a lot of it pretty brave. Probably the bravest was getting journalists inside ISIS.
Amazing.
What's your view of that model of journalism?
Extremely courageous, brilliant for them, and there's plenty of room for people doing that. There's plenty of people for all sorts of new types of journalists and journalistic organisations. I'm still slightly trapped in the world of newspapers because it's the one I understand. But I look at what Vice has done, and I think, very interesting.
If we look at your career over the last few years, your point of view on guns in the US is heartfelt, is passionate. That isn't in search of trying to be entertaining or trying to get followers or trying to get people to come and listen to you. It's your opinion, and I think, and it's heartfelt and it's strongly believed. And I think that is another lesson for all of us.
You can't pretend to be authentic.
Yeah.
I remember when Sandy Hook happened, and I remember having a debate on air that night, and some of the NRA supporting gun lobbyists came on. And their only response to 20 kids being killed was, you must have more guns. A light fuse went off in me. I just went...
150,000 people signed a petition for you to be deported from the United States?
It was a White House official petition site, and if it got past 25,000 signatures, then he has to respond. And the verdict that he gave was that I was allowed to talk about the Second Amendment, which is the one about the right to bear arms, because of my First Amendment rights to free speech. And that was a brilliant answer, because of course the irony of the whole gun debate in America is that the protagonists in the gun lobby who want to keep the Second Amendment sacrosanct do not want to respect anyone's First Amendment rights under the Constitution. It was a pretty lonely battle, and I've carried it on now. I've been off there on social media, because actually I have a lot more followers on Twitter than I ever had viewers at CNN. And there's a lesson there for anybody in the media. Whatever you're doing, we are not on penny farthings anymore. We're all on Harley Davidsons on the World Wide Web. And if you leave it too long, because you like the look of the penny farthing, you're dead.